Hi everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 7th. I'm Abby, and this is Talk to Me Tuesday, take 2. I thought I was putting it on pause, but apparently I hit stop. So I'll go back again quickly. Last week I was in Washington, D.C. area babysitting my 6-year-old niece, and I thought I would have time on Monday before my flight to do a quick video, but I didn't. And so I decided to wait until today to do a video, and I'm glad I did, because when I got home yesterday in the mail was a surprise, a good surprise. Before I left, I had sent off Mary. Let me back up. Woman Cave had offered to quilt one of my quilts. It was a spool quilt, and so I sent the quilt out just before I left for Vermont, just before I left for DC. And while I was in DC, I got a message from Mary saying she had finished the quilt already. So I want to show you. I'll show you parts of it. I told her to basically, I said, do whatever you want. Because this was for me, and I knew she was, I think she's learning how to use her long arm. Pause. Sorry for the interruption. That was my daughter calling from school. So I thought I didn't realize it was her. Anyways, I don't even know where I was. I probably should start over, but I'm not going to. Sent the quilt to Mary. Mary sent the quilt back. And oh my God, I'm looking at myself on video here, and I can see that I still have my allergies going on. Oh. So I think I remember showing you the spools. But look what Mary did, and I love it. She put, I don't know if you can see them, but I think you can see it right there. She put spools on my spools, and I love it. What a clever idea. I didn't ask her if it was a pentagram or she did it or it was computerized, but isn't that awesome? So I finished putting on the binding last night when I got home, because I hadn't sewn in like a week, and I told my husband, yes, I missed him, but I missed my sewing machine more. So he had Boy Scouts, and I came down and finished putting on the binding. It's all done. I bought this backing from Joann's, and I was like, I think I better wash it. So it's all washed. It's all nice and crinkly, and it's starting to get a little warm here, but I'll throw it on the couch when I go upstairs, because this one's staying home. To my left are the blocks that I made from the kaleidoscope workshop that I did right before I left. This is the project that was there, and then when she gave us the pattern, it included the argyle. And so these are my blocks. It's another cave facet, and they're really bright. Oh, here's what I learned. I'm glad I went to this class. When she asked for 6 repeats, I counted 6 repeats, but I didn't count correctly. And see, this is throwing it off, because like she said in an email, purchased like a 1.5 yards of fabric with a repeat of at least 12 inches. So I thought I had purchased, I had out my thing and I was counting it, and I made the mistake of not counting 6 repeats down like this. I counted 3, I saw 3 there, and then moved over to the other half of the 42 inches and saw 3 repeats there. And the mistake I made was those aren't actual repeats on this side. So I ended up not having enough of the actual fabric to cut out 6 of the exact same repeat. Well, lucky for me, I had brought my polka dots along with me, and then I was talking with one of the ladies, and I ended up doing, oh, well, something like this. It's almost like a close but no cigar. So when I was going to cut from my repeats, I had 3 repeats of everything. And when I started mixing and matching, and actually I kind of liked it, you know. I did 3 and 3. And then I also did, this one came out very similar because by the time I ended up cutting everything, I almost had 6 of the exact, so you really can't tell. And that's probably what they all should have looked like. And then I did, I just used my polka dots. And I like how they came out too. But this fabric is so rich, and the fabric I had picked out for background, I'm not actually sure I'm going to use anymore. I'm looking to see if I have it close at hand, but I don't. It's a yellow Aboriginal dot K-facet. And I was thinking, boy, I do like bright, but I think it's going to be a little too bright. So I've nixed that, and I've got to find something else to go. But anyways, I'm crazy. So originally we were going to do this, and now I think I'm going to do this. And for the Argyle, the diamond shapes in between, I had cut out so many dot fabrics. I'm just going to use I think the dots in between. And so we'll see. I haven't decided on a background yet. I think before I left, I don't think I showed you. Something that's been in my head. Oh, I know what it was. I asked an opinion from a couple of the ladies that are also on Facebook. I went to Paris 2 years ago, and I used to live in France, so I've been to Notre Dame several times. I went to Paris 2 years ago with my daughter, and we went to Notre Dame again. And when I was there, I was in, you know, I've been quilting now for 6, 7, 8 years, and I said to myself, I really want to make a cathedral rose window. So after the fire at Notre Dame, I'm like, I was at work that day. It was a slow day. And I wasn't doing my normal stuff. They had actually said, oh, bring a book if you want. Well, anyways, I started doodling, and I came home and picked out some fabrics, and I made myself a rose window. It's not exact, but I love this. I had picked up the fleur-de-lis from the AccuQuilt. I had a die of that. I fussy cut using the AccuQuilt circle cutter for that, and also with that. And then the petals were Dresden plate, and then I rounded them off and then filled in with more fussy cut. That was interesting. AccuQuilt circle cutters. But so this is my version of my rose window. And that was a lot of fun to do. So I think I might actually do another one, because the fabrics that I originally were going to use, I ended up not using. And I picked these up out of they were in my stash, these purples and pinks and greens. And I really liked the detail in this, because it made me think of more lead and like the smaller mosaics in it. So that was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I've run over 9 minutes. I think that's going to be it for now. Didn't get to quilt that one because Andrew ended up having to do something else. So I had to rebook. So anyways, that's enough. I've talked long enough. I made up. You got 2 videos for the price of 1 this week. Happy crafting. I'll talk to you later, and see you next week. Bye.